Hello, everyone. Welcome to Toyeen Talks. To all our beautiful subscribers, we say thank you so much for following us. And if you're new here, we are so happy you find us. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit on the notification bell so you will be notified for more upcoming videos. And in the comment section, please note the regrettive comments, please. Thanks for watching. Till I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.
There's this news trending on social media about Lagos and the rent. As we all know, say Lagos State is a very expensive place where everybody wants to stay. Why? Is because there is a lot of opportunities to earn money in Lagos. There are so many things you can do in Lagos and you will make money. Lagos is like Nigerians migrating from Nigeria to London, for those of you who don't know. So a lot of people in Nigeria want to migrate to Lagos. Some want to go to Abuja, those two places. But Lagos has been the first and is still the largest city in Nigeria that everybody wants to live. Unfortunately, what we don't know as a people is that the more the population, the higher the increase of accommodation. This has brought a lot of problems to both the people that are sorting for accommodations, the landlord, and the government as a whole, and especially the agents. Yes, the agents that are making uh, the issue of accommodation very, very expensive and unbearable for an average Nigerian that wants to live in Lagos. Recently, Lagos state government came up with some policies about the rent, but it seems that is not enough for residents of Lagos, and they have some of them have come out to kind of to have a peaceful protest concerning this. Lagos state government is putting up is that number one, the government is working to make sure annual rent upfront is not required anymore in Lagos State. They want to turn it to monthly or quarterly. It has not started, but it's something they are looking at. They want to start with some areas and see how it's going to work before it is put into full implementation. Now, they also want such as rent to own scheme in Lagos State. I don't know how that is possible. Anyway, they want to collaborate with stakeholders to address the implementation and the challenges that will come with it. And most importantly, what they are trying to do now is how people can be doing monthly payments. As we all know, we always make payments 1 year in advance in Nigeria when we are renting. Unfortunately, there are other hiccups that come with that. It's not about you paying 1 year rent. Agency fee is there, commission, agreement, so many fees are added. And despite that, the rent also is on the right side, high side. And people's complaint is that, is it not the same cement they are using to build in Lagos that they are using to build in other places? And this has kind of generated controversy. This was what Lagos State wanted people to be doing, okay? And some people came up with other issue that say, no, this is not what is not enough. We want more than that. Now, my question is, can the government, Lagos State government, really control payments of rent? Can they really control the frequency people want to collect their rent? Can they really control the yearly rent, the monthly rent, the commission, and all those things? Can they really control it? Number two, what is the government doing to alleviate issue of housing in Lagos State? During Jakonde time, Jakonde came up with Jakonde Estates, whereby civil servants were able to buy all these estate that Jakonde built. And since then, I'm not sure. Okay, I think Tinubu built some around Ogba. I remember there's a place that was done in Ogba that people bought too, but I'm not sure. And it's not really big. So definitely every one of us know there is accommodation problem in Lagos. Lagos is choked with population, and accommodation is one of the major problem. And of course, landlord agents are taking advantage of this and making people. Some they will pay, they won't even see the accommodation. Some agents will even collect more than how much the rent actually is. All right. So not only that, the monthly something they are proposing is not as if it's going to be binding on landlord. Hope you guys know it's not binding on them, but they want them to look at it. And I think Lagos State is also trying to introduce an insurance where tenants can take in case they cannot pay their rent. You know, we have something like that here. If you have a mortgage, you can take mortgage insurance so that when you can't pay, the insurance can help you to pay your mortgage. So they are looking at that too. Now, look at the side. This picture, I say you should look on the side, which is what Lagos, I mean, some people are proposing, they want government to look at, and they listed it. They said Tenant Watch Lagos is what they call themselves. Tenant Watch Lagos. Number one, they said enough is enough. Number one, they say no to overpriced house rents. Number two, no to housing agents. They call them agents of darkness. Number three, they are saying no to illegal fees. Number four, they are saying no to rent increments. They want rent increments to be regulated. And when I saw this thing, I smiled. I said, most of the things that these people want, I want you to look at it too. All these things listed on this. How possible do you think this is? Especially maybe the agent own. This is what I think government should look at for real, for real. And this is what I think people should team up together in Lagos State to actually fight. Because agents, they are called agents of darkness. They are not called agents of darkness for no reason. Either you as a landlord, or you as a tenant, or you as a buyer, or you as a seller, they prey on all these people. Remember, they are the one that will bring people for you. It is not like this place that if you want to rent, all you need to is to Google the place you want to rent, and you go to the rental place and you talk to them and all that. Agency, no agent is involved and all that. So I don't know why we cannot have that backhoe, whereby people can check the places available for rent. But of course, it is understandable because of security and all that. So that might not really work. But I think government should propose, they should look at agents instead of this monthly something, yearly something, quarterly something. They should look at the damages and the dangers agents really, really pose in that society, whereby agents will can charge, when you want to rent a place, it's just 500,000. They will put another 500,000. Meanwhile, their agency is not supposed to be more than 5% or 10%. In a same society, how much do we pay for commission when we buy a house or when we are renting? How much do we pay? For renting, you don't even pay commission. But for house, you are buying, how much do you pay? You want government to control how much people are paying for rent, how much they are putting their houses down for rent. No, government cannot do that. Number one, you don't even know if these people borrow money and they are paying interest to build the house. Number two, the amenities in the house. There are a lot of things that determine the cost and the price somebody is letting out their apartment. The kind of structure, the location, and all the amenities inside that apartment, security in that estate, so many things attached to wherever a building is. Some people pay something landlord association levy. They pay land use charge. They pay security for the estate. They pay maintenance for the estate. They pay so many fees attached to where a house is. Now you want to rent. Is it the government that build the house that you want government to control how much people are going to charge for their rent? No, it is not government. If you cannot rent that place, you can as well go and rent somewhere else. For example, rent here, rent in one state can be $4,000. Rent in another place can be 1,000 plus. The same kind of apartment, in fact, bigger. For example, New York, their houses in New York are not that big, but very expensive. You go to neighboring states like Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, the houses are not that expensive. Texas, not that expensive. But there are so many states here. DC, let me know my last. A house they will sell in DC for 1.5, that same house, you will buy the one that is bigger, finer than that for 800 or 600,000 somewhere else. So all those kind of a thing, why can't you say government should control that? There are some things government cannot control. These are people's investments. It is not government investment. It's unfortunate that the only thing I think government should look at is all this agency fee and all the rest. Illegal fees, yes. Agency fee, yes. yearly payments and all that, even at that, ìwọ fún ní ìtẹ́lọ́rùn. It's like somebody marketing a product, you don't have to buy it. And that was why the same government that told you they are going to do this, they quickly reversed and said, look, we can't enforce it as it is, but we want to implement it and see how it can work, if it is possible, for payment. And you know what? They quickly put a clause. I don't know how you see this video or what I'm saying, or you can put, please kindly contribute to this discussion. They quickly put a clause and say, if you are paying monthly rent, your landlord can evict you under 1 month. It's going pari passu to each other. 1 month rent, 1 month notice. 3 months rent, 3 months notice. 6 months rent, 6 months notice. Now, the government that wants to control the prices of rents, have they controlled the prices of building materials? Have they controlled the prices of food? Have they controlled the prices of every other thing? The money the landlord is spending too. Some of these landlords, they are retirees. They will not eat. Everything is getting expensive every day. Everything is getting expensive. Maintenance of things getting expensive. Price control start from the minimum, from the grassroots, from the small things. Cement outside Nigeria cheaper, inside Nigeria expensive, and we are the one producing the cement. Building materials are imported. Some of you say the houses are old houses. Are they not being maintained? Are they not being renovated before renting out? Even if they are old houses, as long as it's for investment, they will renovate. If they no renovate, you rent, you decided to rent it that way. It's your responsibility. You took that decision. Many people here, they go from far places to another state because they cannot afford the rent. Some people drive as much as 1.5 hours, 2 hours to another state to go and work, because where they are is cheaper. Where they bought house is cheaper for them. So I will focus on these agents, as they call them, the agents of darkness them be. Because 10 of them will team up on one tenant, and they will be collecting. They want to rent a place. Maybe the house is just 500,000. They will now put their charges. They will put, for you to talk to them, you go pay. Their form, you go pay. Taking you to landlord, you go pay. After landlord don't confirm, then go collect commission. Sometimes commission is more than rent, because there are many that need to share the money. You see how the thing they go. Why people are feeling the heat so much is because things are becoming very expensive. Before you pay rent, pay children's school fees, chop, food is expensive, rent is expensive. This is why people are feeling choked, especially in that Lagos state. Truly, accommodation is very expensive in Lagos. But honestly, government has no power. Don't let them fool you. They have no power over how much people will rent out their houses. They don't. I'm yet to see where they can. They can only put out some implementations whereby tenants can have some rights, whereby they can't just evict you. They can't just, throw you out anyhow, spoil your stuff, or remove anything, or force you out. Those are the things they can only do. Even here, that is what they do. A rent somewhere very close to me here, 2-bedroom is $3,000. And if you work far, a little bit more, some other community, the rent, you will see 2-bedroom for 1.8. Same area, not different area. Anyway, I don't know as you see the video on waiting I talk on this particular issue.